Hey guys, welcome back. My name is JR. This is Zoe, and Shmoo's over there being a little shmoo. I'm down here in the Augusta Rapids Pavilion, which is down 2.5 miles down that way. I'm kind of in the middle point because down that way is downtown Augusta. Up on that ridge right there is the actual trail. It's a pretty wide trail, pretty flat. People usually ride their bikes, walk, run, whatever. On the other side of that though is the Augusta Canal. So it's pretty cool when you're walking up there because you see both bodies of water. And this is actually the Savannah Rapids, and that is South Carolina on the other side. I usually come here during spring and summertime because it's nice out, especially when trees are green. And you can actually walk across all the way over there because it's about like knee deep. That's about it. I'll usually take Zoe down over here, throw some sticks, let her go swim out there. First time she actually came over here, she's this first time she's seen this much water, and she saw some geese down over there, and she jumped in, and she never been in that deep water before, which is just really up to her neck. She panicked, and she just got that weird look in her face. Zoe. Anyways, you could just tell that she was like, what the fuck is this? And started running back towards land. Pretty funny. Anyways, I want to do this quick update because I couldn't fit it into my last one. I already hit the 20-minute mark, and I usually keep my videos between 15 and 20 minutes. So I think Zoe wants to go home. I'm going to try and make this sweet and short. Just let you know what's been going on as an update and what's going on. So when I first started out on this journey, I really didn't have a plan. I just knew that I was going to sell everything that I had and basically hop in the truck and go where the road takes me. And it's been a year now, like I said, on the 4th of December, and I don't regret a second of it. Got to meet some awesome people, make new friends, see all these cool places I wouldn't have ever seen if I didn't decide to sell everything, because then I'd have money for gas, because Nigel takes like 10-12 miles per gallon. And yeah, see some old friends. Now, y'all know that I traveled cross country to Washington State in August. When I came back though, kind of had a Forrest Gump moment. And by that I mean, you know, when he's running across country, made a couple trips back and forth. He's somewhere in the desert and he's got the scraggly beard going on. He's got that big group behind him, and all of a sudden he just stops. Crowd hushes behind him, and he just says, "I want to go home," or something along that line. I don't really remember the line, but he just stops and just decides to walk back home. I kind of had that moment when I got back because I set out goals for myself, and I hit them all. I did everything that I wanted to do, and now that I did them all, I really didn't know what else I was going to do. And this was in September. So when that happened, I didn't really feel the need to hop in the truck anymore and go see new things. That part of me just was fulfilled, and I was done with it. And I wouldn't trade that experience for any money in the world, because without it, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't be where I am now. I'm just a better person, get a better understanding of the world, and just not be so materialistic, because you can have all the big houses, all the fancy cars, but nobody is ever going to tell the people in your funeral that you had the biggest house, you had the fanciest cars. It's all about the connections you make with the people. It's about the legacy and how you treat people and how you affect them and how you make them better by who you are. So instead of collecting material things, I started collecting memories, started collecting experiences, because those things are what money can't buy. And those are the things that you can cling on to when everything else is gone. When the money can always go, but these memories that you have, nobody else can take these away from you. So let's go back to what I was talking about. Come September, I had that feeling of contentness, and I was done traveling for a bit. And my girlfriend lives up in North Carolina, just north of Charlotte, and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and settle down here. I kind of like this area, and see what happens here. So I was looking into getting an apartment and just kind of getting off the full-time truck camping thing, because this wasn't going to be a permanent thing. It was just going to be an experience for me. I was going to go until I was done with it and learn what I needed to learn, and I absolutely did that. So now I wanted to stay in one spot, get rooted. I'm still traveling to Augusta because I got drill on once a month. But yeah, I mean, if I was gonna stay up here in North Carolina or up there in North Carolina, I wasn't gonna be staying in my house, staying in my apartment, sitting on the couch watching TV. I did that for 2 months, and that will never happen again. A lot of people live that kind of lifestyle, and it's, you got to go out there and live life, man. If once you live life and see what else is out there besides your living room, you be so much more fulfilled, so much more happy. And I can't even tell you how much I don't even want to go back to that lifestyle again. I don't have a TV, I don't have cable. If I want to watch Netflix, I have to go somewhere with Wi-Fi so I can stream it. So yeah, I mean, at that time, since I was going to settle down, I decided to apply for a couple jobs since I was going to settle down. And I know I knocked sales down and I didn't enjoy it, but it was really just the work area and the people. But once you go sales and you're good at it, you can't go back to an hourly wage job. Sales is the only profession where you can make as much money, potentially make as much money as a lawyer, as much as a doctor, as much as any high-paying gig that needs some expensive degree. Like, all you really need to know is know how to talk to people. Once you know how to talk to people and understand people and make those connections, you are golden. You don't need to know about the product, really, because as long as you can talk to somebody and be genuine and be a friendly person, be a nice person, they will trust you and they will know it instantly and they will do business with you regardless. I know that because we had this lady who came from China, and she was foreign teacher exchange thing. Instead of a student, she's a teacher, and nobody would talk to her because she couldn't speak any English. And I was nice enough to just kind of talk to her and kind of figure out what she's saying. But she was since she's Chinese, she wanted to haggle. I guess that's the culture there. But it was the lowest price we could go on that car, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't really let you go with this any lower than that. Take it or leave it. And she wasted my time for like 3 days because she just went back and forth to different places trying to get some good deals. But at the end, like, she trusted me. She wanted to be with me because I was the only one who put in the effort and was nice enough to work with her. I didn't make anything off that commission. I made like $200 off that commission, but still, that's what happens. So anyways, going back, I applied for real estate, applied for insurance sales, applied for car sales. Nothing really panned out. The ones that called me back were out of town. I don't feel like driving 30-40 minutes every day to do that. So still looking for a job by then. I mean, I don't really need a job. I can live with my pension right now if I want to. But if I was gonna go move forward and create a family and a life, $40,000 a year is not gonna cut it. So definitely had to up it up and get some more income. So didn't really get too much out of that for the month. And like I said, I got to meet some awesome people on this journey. One of them, his name is Dan. He's up in Pennsylvania. He calls me up or texts me and asks me if I want to teach a medical class. Since I'm a combat medic, I've been teaching tactical combat casualty care, or TC3, since I was private 10 years ago to infantry guys and cavalry guys, and it's my bread and butter. I know that like the back of my hand, and I can teach it basically because medics have to learn this crap like every year. We have to have a week's worth of Table 8 training, which is refreshers for medics, and then EMT refreshers, the 48-hour refresher or the 24-hour refresher, I forget what it is. But yeah, it's something that I knew, something I'm passionate about since I've been doing it for over a decade now. And I still get to travel since I was going to go up to Pennsylvania. Loved it. Loved that idea. And so I started thinking, you know what? I can actually make money off this. So I started researching, and there's not a lot of people in this business teaching this class. And if you do see them, they're few and far between. So I was going to settle down in North Carolina, start that business, and do something about it, because I don't know, as when you get a chance and you get a taste of being free and not having to work and not having a boss, it is the most fulfilling feeling in the world. Not having to wake up because your alarm goes off because you're going to be late for work, not having to worry about going to sleep because you have to wake up early because you have to go to work, not having to figure out what you're going to wear because you're going to work, not having those issues. Man, trying to go back to that lifestyle really screwed with my head, because I was like, I want a job, I want to work, but I don't want to do that. So I was kind of in a conundrum there where I had to make up my choice, or make up my mind and make a choice whether to do that or not, because either way it wasn't going to be fun for me. I just needed the money. So I started thinking, you know what, this can happen. I can make this happen. This can be my next thing in life, is to start this business and make it work. So I launched it in October. I got it became filed for the paperwork to become an LLC from North Carolina, and my company is Crash Course Medic. If you guys want to check out the website, it's not done yet. I'm still kind of tweaking it. It might be done depending on when you're watching this, but yeah, started that company. I was gonna market it to the public, like preppers and just people interested in this kind of stuff, outdoorsy people. But then came to thinking, I think I'm gonna focus on law enforcement first and establish that, because they're really the ones that really need this type of training. So I'm gonna be offering a 4-hour course, an 8-hour course, and a 16-hour course, all on how to treat somebody if somebody gets shot, something that CPR can't fix. If you get an artery cut, you can bleed out in 3 minutes. So you got to be able to stop that bleeding within 3 minutes, because if there's still a threat, if there's still an active shooter, EMS can't get there. And if they do, it might take 10 minutes. And if you're out in some rural area somewhere, they might get lost. And average time is about like 10 minutes. A person can bleed out within 3 to 5 minutes. So having this type of training is really, really vital, especially in this day and age. I mean, you got Boston Marathon bombing, you got dudes running people over and then killing them with knives. Man, shit's going off in this world, and it's not the way it used to be. But you're either gonna be what's the word? You're either gonna be ignorant about it, or you're gonna be prepared. So I'm providing a solution to a problem that's definitely needed. Now, since I've been on this endeavor, I started looking for people like me, people with entrepreneurial visions, like they want to be successful, that kind of thing, mentors. And I was lucky enough to get hooked up with this group called Vet Reps. I forgot what it stands for, but they're basically veteran entrepreneurs that have successful businesses, or they're just starting up. But the main thing is that we all have the same military mentality. Always place the mission first, never quit, never leave a comrade. I forgot the warrior ethos. Really? I forgot that. I always have to scream that out in basic training. I completely forgot. I don't know if there's a fourth thing, but basically, military mentality is that you don't give up. You always become the best that you can be. You push everybody else around you to be the best that you can be, and you just help them out just because. And that was the exact group I was looking for, the exact type of people that I was looking for, because negativity has no place in this type of business, of starting a business. You can't let negativity impact what you're doing, because you let it get a hold of you, man, you're gonna be down, you're gonna be paralyzed for a while. So pretty awesome. In about a month I got the LLC going, I got it done. I'm trying to set up my foundation right now for the business, because you know that's what you need to do. It's not fun sometimes, some of it is, but trying to set up your business so that you don't screw it up in the long run is pretty hard work. But my first class is up in February. Pretty excited about that. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as I go along. I'll definitely be doing some medical videos here and there, and show you guys what the class is all about. Now, another thing that happened since started going off, like I said, is I started searching for these type of people, and I ended up meeting a guy named Bernard Edwards. He was on a documentary called Veteran Nation or something like that, but he was handpicked out of like 300, 500 veterans to travel in this huge RV from California all the way to Washington, D.C. And he got the chance to meet all of these veteran entrepreneurs, business moguls like Robert Kiyosaki, Matt Best from the YouTube, the ex-Ranger. Now he makes all those funny videos, and he's also the CEO of Article 15 Clothing. And some other awesome, inspiring veterans that just motivated me, man. And he started a company, this guy Bernard, he started a company called Unconventional Veteran and Veteran Nomads. He as soon as he started talking about it, because we had a entrepreneur summit with all these people that were interviewed, and he sparked it off. He got to talking. He did the exact same thing as me, except he traveled the world. So he did that for about a year. Had an awesome time looking at his pictures. He was just all over the world. So he started the Unconventional Veteran, which is a non-profit organization, and it's catering towards first-termers, mid-termers, and also lifers when they're transitioning out of the military. A lot of them, they don't really know what they're going to do in the military. They usually just know that they need a job and they need to get the VA benefits, yada yada yada. What we offer, and by I mean we, he actually asked me, after talking with him and Skyping with him, he asked me to be his chief operations officer, so the second in command for that company. And that was pretty amazing, because I went from just traveling around in a truck, not having much, to all of a sudden I have a company start up, and then another company that I'm about to help start up, and then another company after that I'm going to help start up. So yeah, we're going to be finding passions, the service members' passion, because if you're not doing what you love, you're absolutely not going to want to do anything. So we're trying to help them find their passion in life, so that they can hone the skills that they need, make the connections that they make, because we're going to help them out along the way and partner them up with our strategic partners, which is like Gotcha 6, Higher Purpose, those kind of people. Team Rubicon, which sends people out that want to volunteer to like Haiti or up in Tennessee to help out with the fire situation up there. If that's what you want to do, we're going to help you out to do that. Pretty awesome stuff, big things going on. And we're going to, both of his companies are also startups, so we're kind of in a little scrappy mode, but we're going to get it done. We got a bunch of connections, and we got the mindset to get it done, and it's just going to happen. So just wait and see. A lot of exciting stuff going on. Getting close to 20 minutes. I don't think I hit up everything that I wanted to, but I'll save that for a new video. So again, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and friend me on Facebook. If you want to message me and get a response, message me on Facebook or email me at thenomedic@gmail.com. I don't really like responding to messages on YouTube because there's so many of them, and once I do get caught up in it, I usually like waste so much time just going over videos, because then I get distracted. I'll start watching videos. So as soon as I put a video up, I'll answer questions and comments for the first day or two, but after that I don't usually go on there and leave messages anymore, because it just takes up too much time, especially with all the stuff I got going on. So my name's JR, this is Zoe, this is Shmoo, looking off in the distance, being a little emo kid, and I'll see you guys on the next video, alright?